What did I do? Why do I do these things to myself? $19.97 Dodge Ram. Doesn't look too bad from here. A little trash in the back, you know, that's doable. Oh, there's an exhaust pipe. That's probably why I smell things. I didn't open this door, just kind of, you know, you're just gonna push it open because it doesn't latch. No door panels. Yeah, well, you know, I think all the Dodge seats are like that, so that's not too expected, but all kind of speaker wires running. No center console, no door panel. Dash is gone. Headliner's messed up. This interior's garbage. But it's pretty straight body, runs and drives good, so we're going to try to build this interior on a cheap budget, and we'll see what we can come up with. All right, on our very low budget interior 1997 Dodge Ram build, this door will not shut, so I was kind of taking a peek at it. I'm going to go ahead and take this plate off that they put on here and see what it looks like. We might need a whole door. I know it already needs some hinges. So we're going to the junkyard anyway. Let's see what this needs. Well, guys, I see why they had the plate on there now. I would say, yeah, this door about had enough. So hopefully I can find a white door. If not, I will find a different door. We'll paint it white. Maybe I can find a door panel while I'm there. A door panel over there. I know I can't find a dash because all these dashes are junk. Same with the seat. But instead of buying the hinges and the little latch here, I'll see if I can find a whole door that already has everything on it. Another day. Alright, well, at the junkyard here, we found a center console, some door panels. We are missing a door pocket. Got 113 helping out. No luck on the door pocket. We did, or the door, but I did get new hinges and the new thing that collapsed around the door, whatever it's called. So that might work. We can make it work, I bet. If not, oh well, it's a piece of shit. But let's get out of here. See how much we spent. I guess first thing to do is let's just the door off so we can go ahead and replace these hinges. I'm going to show you how to do this hinge up top because it's kind of a pain, but I've got it figured out. Also, we're going to do the door part, the latch here. We'll replace it and then put our door panel back on and everything and get our door back up. Or we'll probably get our door back up, but then put the panel back on, but we'll see. Anyways, we got a center console. We're going to try to do something with this seat. Not a whole lot we can do, but I'm not going to replace it. Then we got to figure out what we're going to do with the dash, because of course you can't find a dash for these old trucks. So I'll get the radio working, get that all cleaned up, and then figure out some kind of dash. And maybe some kind of headliner, maybe just some thumbtacks, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. This is a cheap budget build. So far we're in it for $57 from the junkyard for the door panels, the hinges, the latch, and the center console. So let's get busy. Well, our first and easiest repair is this we found at the junkyard. So let's go and pop this in, maybe. Oh no, is this not going to fit? Is this from a different model or something? Well, that doesn't work. Oh well. So because this door was such a pain to get off or put the new hinges in, I didn't really find a whole bunch on YouTube and any tips or tricks on how to do it. I'm going to make a separate video. So in this video, you'll kind of see me do a little bit and then see it back on. But if you want to check out the video of me doing the door hinges, if you need that, it'll be a whole separate video. So okay, so I got the 2 bolts in the back, and there's 1 bolt on the side here I forgot about for this e-brake. So that's all I got left to do. E-brake will slide out the way and then I can get up there. Alright guys, so I took, on the top one here, I had to put 2 shims on it. Now, perfectly lined up. So I'm going to put this new, take this out and put this new latch in, and it should shut fine for us. No, I got this excuse for a radio mount out of the dash here. They just drilled right into the dang dash. Looks like this used to be, they had some kind of radio set up there. I got these little speakers mounted up here. Well, this used to be to a different radio, looks like somebody had in here. And then I pulled all them other wires out, and I see what they did. Instead of, you know, buying the proper clip to just clip in and put an aftermarket radio in, they started splicing on the original harness. And this is to an old radio, like a different aftermarket radio as well. And then looks like when they put this radio in, they just ran a power wire from the battery and one from the ignition and then speaker wires all together again, and just left this sitting up in there. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go and try to identify each of these wires and what they're supposed to be, and I'll take like a piece of tape or something and label each of these wires. Right, well, good thing for my little trusty book here, this used to be a cup holder, not where the radio was. This is where the radio was. This is my ignition power, and this is my constant power. It doesn't show which one's the ground, but I'm going to say probably either this one or one of these two. They do provide ground when I check. And then all these speaker wires, they actually had correct. So I guess just go in here, I'm going to label all of them, find out which one exactly is my ground. We'll keep doing some research, and we'll get this crap fixed up. Maybe I can find me a cup holder at the junkyard or something, or I don't know, come up with something else. Well, here's the radio they used to have hooked up in the dash. See the 2 different wiring parts there? Don't think that's good anymore. Well, not only am I going to come back and label each wire, but also I put black for ground, yellow for ignition, and red for ignition and yellow for constant power. And then all the speaker wiring is actually already the same color, so I'll go back and splice these and solder them and label them for speaker left or right, you know, plus minus whatever. Like I said, they're all the right color, so I'm gonna leave them on there, so not only will they be able to match up what I wrote on there, but the colors will all match up with the new radio as well. So it's pretty cool. Well, obviously I've got to get this working here, but the radio does work. I hooked these little speakers up, and the back speakers are hooked up. As far as the door speakers, they had ran wires to them, so I've got to hook the original ones back up on both sides, but they're gonna work. So it works. And then watch this, I turn the ignition off and it goes off too. Oh man, only if they would have wired it right the first time. All right, I found the wiring on the door and verified it worked. Got my plus and minus there. We'll put my speaker in here, and this door panel will actually be ready to go on, I think. Sam's Choice, Sam's Cola, not sponsored. It's nasty. The truck it is, not the drink. It's okay. Okay, let's get to work. that is just the vacuum. She's pretty nasty. We're gonna use the steamer or wet vac or whatever you call it to see if we can't get it. Also got this brush. We're gonna hit it real quick with the vacuum again to get some of this loose stuff up before we start getting it all wet and everything. So we'll see what it does. All right, I got my Bissell Spot Clean Pro Heat. I think it's like 80 bucks at Walmart or something. It's pretty cheap. You put your water in here, and I use Simple Green. It doesn't stink, it doesn't bleach, and it's yeah, it works good. So I'll use it in here, and we'll see what it'll do. So we'll just pre-treat it first. We'll turn it on and it'll spray, and then we'll kind of scrub it, and then we'll come back in a little while and vacuum it up. Well, phew, I guess the video stopped. I did have to get a little more on the passenger side. Usually it's the driver's side that's more dirty. This time I had to scrub more on the driver's side. So we'll let this soak a little bit. We'll come back and hit it with the well, we're gonna let it dry. Over here it's cleaner, but you can see it's still pretty dirty. Now, the best thing would be to do is take this carpet out, either replace it or paint it with interior paint. But it's gonna look a little better when it dries, and at the end of the day, this is a work truck. Let's pull this out, open this up, and see what we're looking at here. All right, here it goes. It's pretty gross. Here's our change haul from that truck. Not too bad. Well, it came a little cleaner, but it's still not good. So I'm gonna go ahead and for tonight, put everything back in here, just set it in here. Then we'll pull everything out, and we'll go ahead and pull it all out and use the carpet paint and paint this black, and it will look much better. But at least now it's clean. Well, here's everything just kind of sitting in here. Well, that's the next day. It is clean to the touch. Doesn't feel dirty like it did, but yeah, it's still stained. I could probably go and, you know, clean this and clean this and clean this, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna pull it out, and we're gonna use some carpet paint, some interior paint, and just gonna shoot this black. So let me go ahead and get this out of here. Well, while taking these panels out, I found they put the wrong size speakers in the back. That's about right. So I'm gonna get this seat belt out. I'll go ahead and change these speakers out, and then this carpet can come on out. Well, instead of a 6x9, it's a 6.5 round. And it's still a little tight, but much better. So we'll go ahead and get them installed. Little Pioneer, little cheapo Pioneers. Now that I got it out in the light, it looks even worse. So I'll hit it with a vacuum again, make sure there's nothing on it. Then we'll come back with this vinyl dye. It's also cloth seats, carpet dash, and paint it up real quick. So Let me get it done. That looks pretty spotty, guys, but what I got to do is go and agitate it with my brush a little bit, and then do a couple more coats till it's all black. So there it is, guys. I started getting low on paint, so where the seat goes is a little blotchy or splotchy, I guess, but the seat's gonna go on top of that, so you won't see it as much. And I ain't buying another can just for this. Cans are like 13, 14 bucks per can. I don't even remember how to look, but it's pretty pricey for a can of spray paint, but it's gonna work good. See, it's got my vinyl there and all the carpet, so it'll look good once in there. We'll let it dry some more and get it put in. Well, I've got to take the old bolts out, but there's a new dash cover. It's gonna look pretty good. All right, there it is, guys. I still gotta get the door panels on. I still gotta clean the floor mats and put them in. But there's the floor, there's the seats, which I might clean a little more. There's the dash, which I don't love that, but 100% better than what it was. I may have to spray this hinge or I'm not putting it down right. All right, well, it'll stay up for now and I'll figure that out later. Oh, and I'm gonna sew that seat over there. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna work. So looks. All right, guys, for the headliner, we'll get these little twist things. They're not very expensive. You just push them in a little bit, start twisting them. Maybe. Ah, that's the trick. You gotta start with a leading edge instead of just trying to push it through. Anyway, they aren't perfect, but it looks a lot better than the sagging headliner. And that don't look too bad, so I'll go ahead and put a bunch more up. It is missing the thing here. It's like the sunglasses holder and I don't know, what was it, the compass or something, but I don't have it. It's gonna have to miss it. This is already torn, so I didn't get any more of these at the junkyard either. So it is what it is. But and there's the headliner up. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's a whole lot better than it was, and less than $3. So part of the budget build. Well, we got a problem. So got the door panel on. They look pretty good. Down there at the bottom, you can see its curves a little different. This is must be off of a newer model. It fits all right here, but at that bottom it curves and keeps it from closing. So I guess we got to cut that because we're not going to find another set of door panels. So let's get to cutting that up. Well, so I just took my little grinder here and off the edge. I can clean that up if that cut's gonna work. It ain't gonna look perfect, but let's see if it shuts. There it goes. So I'll go cut the other one off and we'll clean it up, make it a little better. Well, this is it, guys. I got the door shutting good. Still missing this cup right here. I got it for the passenger side. Dash is in. Still no cover there. Waiting on the the liners here to dry. Got the seat sewed up a little bit. Looks a little better. Got center console in. Headliner's up. I want to put this in, but I've got this is broke. This little tabs, so it moves. So I got to figure out a way to get that so it doesn't move, so the windows will work. Oh. Power mirrors. You can't see it, but I can hear it over there. Oh, this thing has power mirrors. This came with the new door panel. Sweet, and it did have the hookup. So power mirrors, man, this thing is classy. What y'all think about $5 grand? Who wants to buy it? Come on, guys. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get this truck pretty much wrapped up. I'll figure that out. Might just have to leave it without a cup, and that'll be okay. It is a work truck at the end of the day. Oh, we gotta clean out the bed. That'll be fun. And then give it a quick wash. This thing is ready to go. Of course, we gotta get this old plus 10 HP off here and put a stuff clue sticker. We can leave that on there. I don't care. We'll get rid of them trash bags. All that's left now is pine needles, dirt, and maggots, which we'll go and spray out at the car wash because it ain't going in my yard. So all this aluminum's going in my scrap metal. We'll try to get some money back. And there we go. We're gonna go through the drive-through car wash. And we'll see how clean it gets. I mean, so far so good. Temperature's good. Battery, put some fuel in it. Oil pressure's good. We'll get all that nasty stuff out the back. Guess we'll find out. Turn it, you guys can see it did okay. Well, what you guys think? Still gotta clean the bed a little more, but it's pretty good. I think it's pretty clean. Some new door panels, that painted up carpet, new dash, headliner pinned up. Electric mirrors, electric windows, good windshield, HID headlights. It will not do a burnout. It does have the 5.9 in it, but it just won't do it. And I just don't care enough to mess with it. It is missing door pocket. I sewed the seat up a little bit. It's not perfect, but it makes it look a little better. Fuse panel or fuse cover. I'd put a steering wheel cover on it. At the end of the day, guys, and the radio, I didn't love what went there, but I couldn't find a thing after they did it to fix it. Oh, and the hot cold switch. End of the day, it's a good old work truck. Somebody could fix some more stuff on it if they wanted to, but here it is. All right, guys, well, I appreciate you watching.